Hey guys, it's me, Lil Ninja, back with another video, and today we're doing What If Naruto Was a Saiyan, the video that I was hyping up yesterday. And yes, it is Tuesday, one of the best days after... Wait a minute. It's Wednesday. What am I talking about? Wednesday. We are close to ending this weekend, and 2 other What Ifs, they're not new by the way, will be coming out. Also, one of those what ifs will be a redo, and I don't count redos as new what ifs. So, deal with it. So, yeah, a couple of things is Naruto will not be able to use elemental jutsu. He will be able to recreate some jutsus, like the Shadow Clone Jutsu, but it won't be like a jutsu. So, yeah. No, so without that, let's get into the actual video. It's Little Ninja time. We start off with Naruto inside of his mindscape. Well, as a 4-year-old. Looking inside of it, he notices basically 2 things. Basically, a monkey and then a fox right next to the monkey. Of course, both of these animals are in cages. He can barely tell the fox is a fox, with the fox being inside the shadow most of the time. So, yeah. Not Izuku. Not Ise either. Naruto would decide to get closer until the fox would have started to speak, stating that Naruto needs to stay away from him. Naruto, at this point, would have not known what this fox was, and would have asked what the monkey was too. The monkey would have disappeared and would have gone inside of Naruto, making Naruto wake up from this supposed dream. With his adopted brother, which I'm going to be calling Namagi. Yeah, I'm calling him Namagi, which has the positive half of the 9 tails inside of himself, just to call out, just to make sure you guys know that, and is the beloved person of the village. Because basically Naruto is disliked because they don't know where he came from. He's not the son of Minato. There's a bunch of things I gotta talk about right now. So basically, this Naruto was named Naruto on the day that he fell out of his sky. We come back to when the 9 tails was attacking the whole village. Of course, originally, just how in canon, the 9 tails was split into 2, but instead of one going into Naruto and the other one going to his father, another statement, Minato is now not his father anymore. One was sealed inside of Minato's new son, the other sealed inside of a random baby that was named Naruto a little while after. Also, noted that they knew that this baby did not have chakra at all, although they could sense another energy inside of it. Well, inside of the baby. They're calling it because they don't know where this baby came from. Also, this baby was born with a tail, making them question where it came from, why is it here, basically questioning everything. Naruto would have not been treated like his brother. His brother would have been treated nicely, with the secret of him being Minato's son already out there. Also, because of this, both Naruto and I forgot what I named him. What did I name him? Namagi. I said Namagi, right? So both Naruto and Namagi live inside of Minato's house, with both of them being the best of friends, but both of them not liking that the society has basically cast Naruto away and only wants Namagi. Namagi would have tried to help Naruto on several occasions, but most of the time the villagers would have still attacked Naruto. Naruto would have told Namagi about this dream, Namagi just shunning it off, saying that they both need to train because both of them do not know how to use jutsu. Of course, Naruto does not know that because he can't learn jutsu because he doesn't have chakra. And also, the Nine Tails is not trying to inhibit his chakra because he doesn't have any. Also, in this timeline, Namagi got the basically yin half, which is basically what they call the good half, which is why they don't like Naruto, since he got the yang half, which is considered the bad half. They don't like Naruto because of that reason. And rumors were spread about Naruto because he has the yang half of the Nine Tails. Of course, Namagi would have then actually learned how to use some jutsu when they got into the academy. The first jutsu that Namagi would have learned would be basically the transformation jutsu, straight up right then and right there. Of course, Naruto would have tried to use the hand signs and would have failed with no chakra coming out of him. Naruto would have not liked this, thinking that he might fail the final exam, not even learning the transformation jutsu, which is something you need. But like someone in Boruto, he has great fighting skills, basically a hand-to-hand combat prowess. Also, he bought a staff that basically can turn into a spear or a blade at any time. With the blade, I'm talking about being a katana blade, and the spear basically just having a tip at the end. Using it like all three of those is basically a combined weapon. Naruto would have actually only never brung this to school because he didn't want people to know that he has a weapon. Although ninjas will have to use weapons, so yeah. Naruto would have not liked this, and of course, like canon, he would have failed, but have excelled in the combat portion. Of course, Sasuke would have overpowered him with the fireball jutsu, because, Sasuke. Of course, Namagi would have passed as well. Naruto would have been tricked by the same sensei, causing him to steal the, basically, scroll. Naruto would have looked through the scroll and would have decided to try and learn 3 jutsu from it, at least, because he needs one to pass, one to just have, and the other one to just have. Of course, he would learn basically the the multi-shadow clone jutsu. Well, he would try to learn it, using the hand signs and everything. Nothing would have happened until the Nine Tails would have called Naruto into the mindscape. Kurama explaining that Naruto does not have chakra, and that the reason why people hate him is because of the Nine Tails that he has inside of himself, which Kurama would have pointed to himself. Naruto would have not liked that they hated him because of something that he couldn't control, and Naruto would have actually befriended Nine Tails, and Nine Tails would have shown him how to use the power that Naruto has. Naruto would then cover his hands inside of ki, and then would have forced the ki out into basically a body, using the same principles of a shadow clone jutsu, and basically making a clone. Well, 2 clones to be exact. Naruto, knowing that he could not learn any other jutsu since most of them are sealing and the others are elemental, he would look through it, and actually he would look at a sealing jutsu, thinking that since it's not an element, I'm saying that since it's anything that is not an element, he can do. And as long as it's not like a dojutsu, which is basically a specialized jutsu that is only for a family, not everybody. So Naruto would have learned Hiraishin jutsu, and would have put it on a kunai, not a 3-prong kunai, just a regular kunai. So yeah. After that, learning that the sensei that told him to take the scroll is evil, he would have used the key and turn it into basically normal key blasts. Naruto would then shoot the ki blast at the sensei, with the sensei trying to dodge, but then being blasted away by the ki blast, saving Iruka sensei and granting him the power, basically granting him the status of a ninja. Naruto would have, after that, would have told Namagi about him actually passing, and Namagi would have been surprised and would have actually congratulated Naruto. Naruto would have also explained that both of them have the 9 tails, also known as Kurama. Naruto would have started a meeting with both of the halves of Kurama, with both Namagi and Naruto just looking at the beasts and how big they are, thinking that their power could be accessed by them. Since they have a little bit of time, they would decide to try and access at least the first form, which would have been the Nine Tails influenced form, which Naruto and Namagi would have easily controlled, since that they are both friends with the Nine Tails. Of course, the Yang half is basically more sarcastic and more snarky than the Yin half, which always wants to help both of the boys. Naruto would have been excited that he actually has a new form, with Namagi doing the same, both of them trying to be the best that they can be. Of course, since Naruto knows that he doesn't have chakra, he has ki, he would start basically using the chakra around him. Using his ki to manipulate chakra around him, he would be able to form some jutsu. Basically, not making hand signs, but actually making the chakra form something itself. Also, he will be able to do a couple of things with this. I'ma say he will be able to connect with the toad. Actually, never mind. I got a better idea. Naruto and Namagi would have been on the same team together, with how I did in one of my other what ifs. What if Midoriya is in Naruto? It will be a 5 team, with everyone being on the same team except for one more person added, meaning that the other teams just have cannon fodder on their teams, because I really don't care. We have Naruto, Namagi, Sakura, and Sasuke, with Kakashi being the leader. Basically, everything would have gone to canon with them introducing themselves, except for Namagi's, which I have to say by myself. Namagi would have wanted to become basically the right-hand man to the Hokage, which Naruto and Namagi would have planned this from the start. Because Namagi just wanted to be a strong ninja, also wanting to help his brother, while Naruto wanted to be Hokage and wanted to be the best in the village, also wanting to help his brother, because I can't just say he wouldn't want to help his brother. She would have told them the same thing as in canon, and basically nobody would have ate, because I don't see Naruto at this point, since he just unlocked his new power of ki, would have not actually would have not eaten in this type of what if. Although Namagi would have been the one to not follow the rules and would have brought lunch for everyone, making everyone actually not hungry and not cranky. I mean, not hungry and not cranky. Meaning that they were able to work together more, with Sakura liking basically her whole team instead of hating Naruto. That's what I meant to say in the first time. So yeah, Naruto is not hated in this one. It's just Sakura likes Sasuke. Naruto would have gotten his ready stance and would have started pulling chakra into himself. Uh, Basically doing the thing that he'd been trying to do from the start. Basically, he would have replaced his whole ki pool with a chakra pool. Also, with this, he would have relearned how to use ki blast, but this time they're just chakra blast. So kind of like he basically made his own chakra pool by basically pushing out all of his ki and just summoning in all of the chakra that he could. Of course, the only way that he will be able to replenish his supply is by absorbing chakra, which he has to do by basically pulling out his ki and pushing in chakra. So yeah, Naruto would have done this and would have done some hand signs. That way he would show off a water bomb jutsu, then making a fireball jutsu, actually being surprised that he can actually form jutsu now, finally using the shadow clone jutsu, making an array of shadow clones just appear everywhere, no matter what, like 1,000 shadow clones. Then he would dispel all of them because he would see Kakashi in the distance. All of them would get in their ready stance and would start berating Kakashi for being late. Kakashi would have said the thing as in canon, being lost on the road of life. Of course, Kakashi would have said ready, set, go, and basically Naruto would have been the first to rush him. Naruto using the fireball jutsu and then a water bullet jutsu. Using the multi-shadow clone jutsu and then trying to whack him with his tail. Taking his staff out, starting to try and barrage Kakashi. With Kakashi having to put down his book and start dodging and blocking horrendously. Basically, Kakashi was not expecting Naruto to be this, trying to take him. You know what I mean. Naruto would just keep barraging and then would unsheath the katana that he had inside of his staff. Basically, he would start barraging again, but this time using a bunch of slashes and jabs in the middle. Sheathing back his katana, he would start using his staff again, trying to defeat Kakashi as fast as he can. Starting to use some jutsu in there as well, with Sasuke being tired of Naruto being the only one that's fighting, with the Namagi doing the same thing and rushing Kakashi as well. Kakashi would have been rushed by all three of them and then would have gotten slammed into the ground by Sakura trying to help out her team. Kakashi, almost passing out, would have said they all pass, with him actually kind of being scared, like a lot. So yeah, they would have gotten D-rank missions from there on out, with Naruto, Namagi, and Sasuke actually speaking up, saying they want a high-rank mission, with the third Hokage giving them a C-rank mission, since all of them are basically powerful, except for Sakura. Yeah. So they would have gotten the same mission as in canon, getting the bridge builder to his bridge. And of course, Naruto would have not have been scared like he did in original. He would have been blasting them both back with chakra blasts, like they were ki blasts. Both of the Mist brothers not being able to handle those chakra blasts and would have just been flinged back into trees, with Kakashi questioning them. Basically the bridge builder would have almost wet his pants, seeing that the kids basically are out catching bodies. No joke. Naruto would have told them that they should just keep going, since this is a C-rank mission and they shouldn't just back out on something that they wanted to do. Plus, Naruto would say he wanted to actually fight some rogue ninjas, with Namagi and Naruto smiling in the moment, with Sasuke just ignoring both of them, with Sakura just following Sasuke like usual. So, yep, I think that is where we will leave this story off. I hope you liked the video, and I hope that, basically, you can watch all my other videos. And without further ado, let's get out of this video. Bye! Ninja says bye.